All right, Todd's back, and just so much to keep our eyes on. The current stuff, the future stuff.
Yeah, we got a busy week.
Busy.
Yeah, it started out that way too. And this morning's radar is pretty active. You know,
it was active right on top of my head as I was walking in the building this morning.
It was coming down at 3:15 this morning, and it's coming down in other spots right now too. We'll begin with a radar tour over southern Maine, greater Portland area. Not a whole lot in the city at this time, but you can see that there's a line of showers coming up into Scarborough, down to Saco, over to about Buxton and Dayton and interior parts of York County. Some heavy rain over Cape Elizabeth is now east, out over the open water. Some of that's heading into the mid-coast. We do have some downpours right around Whitefield and approaching Jefferson from the southwest. Quiet for Lewiston, Auburn, and pretty quiet in Augusta too, but from Waterville all the way back through Farmington and Rumford, there is some heavy rain, and points north especially. In eastern Maine, radar's lighting up a little bit here. We have some yellows and some oranges over in interior Hancock and Washington counties. That's where the rain is the heaviest. Bangor, some isolated showers around, but as you travel north up 95 to Lincoln, you run into heavy rain there, and that stretches back through Milo and Dover-Foxcroft in southern Piscataquis County. So it's wet out there, and if it's not raining, you're probably dealing with some fog, limited visibility right now for Rockland and Bar Harbor especially. Front stationary off the coast is a little window, a little break in the rain and the awful weather. I don't know that we'll see a ton of sunshine, maybe a few peaks this afternoon or early tomorrow. And then the next wave of heavy rain moves in late tomorrow and tomorrow night. Probably over an inch of rain with that too as it passes. This morning, some slow-moving showers and downpours. It's gray, it's gloomy. Fog limits visibility. Give yourself a few extra minutes this morning. Very little changes by the middle of the day. Mostly cloudy with showers continuing to sprout up in this very muggy air mass. This afternoon, though, there won't be a lot of rain out there. Just a very small chance for a stray shower. Temperatures in the upper 60s to around 70, which sounds cool, but because it's so muggy, it'll actually feel on the mild side. This afternoon, if we're lucky, we'll see some brightening, but probably not much. Tomorrow, that muggy flow continues. Here comes the front to squeeze it out. Downpours late tomorrow night. Inch or more of rain possible in some towns. Could result in drainage issues. Drying out on Thursday and clearing out a little bit. Friday, partly sunny skies, but all eyes are right here on the hurricane. As it moves north, it will weaken, encountering some colder waters late Friday night and Saturday. Hurricane Lee, 115 miles per hour. That's a Cat 3 still, moving ever so slowly, only 7 miles per hour to the northwest. It's going to move north, pick up a little bit of forward speed, but not enough to keep this thing intact as it works up into our latitude, into Maine and Nova Scotia. Hurricane Center actually brings a landfall to Yarmouth, Nova Scotia, sometime late Saturday night, early Sunday morning. That takes the worst case scenario off the table for us, but I do want to caution you, we're still in this cone here. So while it's an outlier, it is still possible at this time, but confidence is building that we will avoid a worst case scenario. Almost all of our computer models take it into Nova Scotia, where the strongest wind in any storm surge would be. Although I do still expect impacts here. Our coastline will get battered by large waves, perhaps 20-footers, and dangerous rip currents through the weekend. While that direct hit is unlikely, a period of heavy rain and damaging wind still very possible, almost bordering on likely. Boat owners have started to pull boats. Marinas are preparing. That's good news. Just do it to be safe than sorry. Better to be safe than sorry. Marine forecast right now sees 3 to 4, east wind 5 to 10. More showers out there, especially this morning today, 70. Tomorrow, the reverse. It'll be rain-free in the morning, and then we get drenched again tomorrow night. And then we're clearing out Thursday, Friday. We'll have plenty of good weather to get anything done on Friday if needed. Lee's threat would be Saturday night with rain and wind. There is potential for inland and freshwater flooding because the ground is so saturated and rivers are already running high. And there's also potential for power outages if we do see wind gusts. Our threshold for power outages is way lower than what it would be in the winter when there are no leaves on trees and the roots are frozen solid in soil. Right now that soil it's wet, it's compromised,
be,
it's
right?
super loose. I mean,
Yeah.
so that is a factor, and that's something that we're considering.
All right, well,
Okay.
that's not good for anybody.
No,
Ours. So,
it
all right,
wouldn't.
thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.